So this is part one of two-part exploration videos, and I'm planning another trip to head out there really soon. So I may have additional videos after, but this one will be the site outside and one of a main haulage at it of one mine system.
My sweet pelican pick. Ready to come up. Today we're gonna look at a mill, go in a mine, look at some remnants of equipment. From what I understand, right here on this pad, this used to be the sleeping quarters, the mining sleeping quarters, barracks, not barracks. I've been coming here since pre-COVID, and wow, it's changed quite a bit. Look at this structure, it's certainly worth looking at. Hey, it's raining! We'll go under it, get a little out of the rain. Oh, look at that. Chris and Evelyn, Janya and Josh. Shame on you. Well, look, it's really awesome. There's a huge tree. So, in that structure, there used to be some big, all right, my hands are full. Right there used to be some big generators. We'll see if they're still there. I'm just gonna let this sprinkling kind of lighten up. But this tree is growing through the house. Huh? 11/4/2016. Think they need a slight roof repair. We have this tree right here. Get around to the other side. It's like looks like Willy Wonka's house. Or not Willy Wonka, Charlie's house. This tree out of the ground through the side. We'll look at that because that's pretty neat looking. Right through the boards. It's huge. Look at the size of these railroad ties right here. Hard to say, probably 6 by 6 maybe. This railroad ties 8 by 8. Well, maybe bigger than that. Probably started bigger than that. And then you have over here, you've got what looks to have been maybe a well of some sort. Ooh, this is as empty as I've ever seen it. But there was a tube, a pipe right there, and a black PVC pipe, and I would assume to some extent it was linked to that house. So, oh man, it's all overgrown. See what we can get to here. We can maybe find so see if we can find a tag or something that notes the year. I don't see any of that. Take a peek at this. Take a look at this stone structure here. Looks like an old seat or something from a car. You got the door. The rocks seem to be generally scattered, so maybe it was repurposed. I don't know though. Okay, let's see, so if we're looking back, that is likely where they would have stayed. There's a road going this way, which we're not going to go up. We're going to continue that way and see what we see. Look at this. This is cool right here. There's this vein of iron. It's like a band of iron stained rock. That. So this is a big part of what used to run right there. We'll see it closer, but that on this side is a mill site, and they had rails and a trestle that went across to bridge this water gap back in the day. There's our first glimpse of the mill site in pretty poor condition. Oh, here's a good view. Oh, wow. So, look at this closer. We'll look at all the stuff and take some pictures, but if you look over there, you can see what's left of the head frame down a 45-degree shaft that we'll visit in a second. So right down here, you have the trestle that went across, and on the receiving side, you see that metal grate with like maybe the third bar in on each side. Looks to be like the actual rail that may have received the ore, and platforms on either side to put it and dump it. Be my unprofessional, professional opinion. And it looks like there may have been over on that side another trestle that's now fallen. Hey, there's people. And then there's go this way. We look at this. This is a barrel. Looks like a barrel, and then it has, this is a railroad tie. 2 railroad ties wrapped all the way around it as far as I can see. Have a seat. Now this is neat. You have the big hoist. Cable wound up, ran over here, likely had a pulley up here or down there, or up here or down there. And then you can look down. You have the platform where it would have flattened out. Woo! And then you can't see because I don't have a flashlight. You have, oh, you got the rail. Oh, it looks like wood. No, you can't see it from that side because it goes down this angle.
Right, I just wanted to look so I could drop my sunglasses.
Genius. Then it goes down that way and I can see.
Then this,
I think this will connect to that adit down there.
is it built? Is it 45? bare bone?
No, this is a shaft. It seems like maybe that's what they did here.
After looking a little bit more into it,
So maybe that's
what
just
they
a
did
picture
is
of
they
how
sunk
found it.
they sunk down the length of the vein, which is as you're looking at it,
Could be
the
the-
top is going to be the
that's the
hanging
site.
wall,
So
and then the
that
foot
could
wall
be
is going to be
how
down low.
the vein ran. So they cut into it at that angle, which I think that would probably be more likely. So there's that. Hey, see those right there? Look right here.
Okay, hang on.
No, you're good. Right there. You can see it, see my light, what it's shining on?
Uh-huh.
That's, they had those same catches in that other mine, remember?
The metal catches end up catching, and there's an ore chute right below that. So that's exactly what they did. They ran the ore up, dumped it down against the rock, and it went down into an ore chute, which they then put in a cart and then got it off to the mill.
Check it out, see where this goes. Just walk it out. See how this light shows it looks like. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. It shows up well. We got a pretty good, pretty solid roof. Then you have oh, there's a good breeze. So this likely connects to the shaft. We'll take a peek. Let's see what we've got here. There we are. Oh, look at that. So we've got, okay, no animals. We got, wow. Hey, Dad. Hey, I can't see the button. That's the light from the top. It's much more dim light. It'll kind of, there you go. You can see going down there, stairs, down. And it looks like it's caved on that side. And if you look up, that's where we were just looking. Looks like this went down and up, so that was likely, look at this big old T handle to turn on the water valve likely. Those are huge. Maybe water or air. There's a lot of pipe going down there. See what's up there? Those timbers just put into the rock. Now, all of this was done in the 40s, 30s, around that time. But we continue on. Oh, it looks like, oh, shims, and they stabilized it because looks like it's interesting. Okay, we're gonna try a brighter light here so we can see some stuff. You have this, oh, it looks like we might be able to go over. You have this. Oh, we might have to go check that. I don't know if you can see it.
What I'm trying to
Camera
look at
probably
here
doesn't show it, but it's very,
this mine has galena in little
it's
nodules.
very mineralized.
This portion of the claim has a much higher lead content, lead oxide content, than silver.
So,
There's another
have to
mine on the
shimmy
property
down
that
there
has a
and check it
higher
out.
silver content
looks
than
like this might
lead,
have been a huge
um,
stope.
or a
That's
larger
collapsed.
portion of that. So that's what I'm trying to show, which I don't do effectively, but that's what that is.
Oh wow. Oh. So it's kind of a small stope. You can see where where these are all placed. Looks like it's fallen down, or they've mined around it. Then here you have a huge, can't think of the word, I'll put it on the screen after. And then just a little stope. A bottle. They kind of went up that way and see if they can pull some more ore out. Ideally, I'm not a fan of hiking up all into these stoles, but it's really interesting. Yeah, it does look like oh, an ore chute going this way, and it looks like it flattens out more. Take a look and see. Yep, more of a stope up there. And you know, one of the coolest things of these is that they have levels. So you have a board at the lowest level, a board at the next level, and then you would have another board at the top. Oh, this one doesn't have that many, it has 2. So they would put 2 boards here and here, right there, and that's 1, 2, and you would have one there. And it would be easier for miners to remove one, let that ore fall out, remove the other, let that ore fall out, all the way down, rather than try to remove one big piece holding a gazillion pounds of ore, technical term. And it looks like they timbered this up for the same reason, to fix the instability issue. Oh, now we're starting to see wood, so we might start to see rails. Or we might get to the end. Another ore chute. Looks like they were working that stope. Let's see if we can see maybe what they were working here. Oh, we are at the end. Let's go to the face and just see. Interesting. Well, okay, let's head back. It looks like wire, potentially running this way. Maybe it was above the stoles to provide light, electricity. Oh, some really good mineralization right there. I don't know if we can see it. Right in there. I'm going to check that pocket after I get my rock hammer. And I'll go and check it. Sorry if this is not the most stable, but it's a work in progress. This I have never seen, so I'm in this for the first time. From my understanding, this was a primarily silver mine, but also copper, and I mean, it looks like there's other stuff, so. That looks right, there's the hanging wall. Kind of, you can see, just goes down. Let's see. So, let's switch lights. It looks like I could squeeze down there, which I'm definitely not going to do because that's a bad idea. Okay. Heading back. Go over these fallen stones. Oh, perfect. We'll go this way. So much. Yeah, we'll get in. We'll take a look. It looks like maybe this surface right here may have been what they were pulling out, pretty much closest to the hanging wall. However, it's possibly not, because obviously there's been 60 plus years since this was mined, so it's a potential that they could have been mining something lower, maybe down, more down there, and all of this is collapsed. What do we have here? Got just a piece of threaded pipe. Let's take a look. I wanna. Yeah, it might. So what I would suspect is, what you can't see, and now I can't see because I'm blind, shining a flashlight in my eye, those black pieces, what I think that is the silver ore, and there's a lot of blues and greens that are kind of hard to see. You see right here? I think that's silver. That's silver right here. And then right here, you have, where's my finger? Right here. So they're green, light greens. Just trying to follow the vein. Sorry for the zoom. And the other one, I'll bring my other camera and you have a better idea of what we're looking at. I don't like to try to pick rock above my head. Not a good idea. Do not do it. Okay. So, I'm gonna let that be. Since I can't really get to anything that I really want to get to, head out. Head back out the attic. Oh. And there's the rail. I didn't realize that. So here's the rail. Right here. And it ran. And it looks like we can see see just the steps or the ladder going down. Definitely not trying to check that out. It should go down quite a bit. And like I said, I'm not going to give a lot of information right now because I would rather not dub over incorrect information.
But as it turns out, that might be the best way. So I am going to continue doing that probably.
At the end, or during the editing process, so you can get really correct information, because I can pull up reports and stuff like that. So you can see this. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like almost a turquoise blue color. So, and it's hard. It's leaching through the rock because I can just wipe it off the surface, so that is likely that there's copper rich or very similar. I don't know if you can see it. I've certainly been in mines where it was more pronounced, but it is present. So copper would have been
Part
a part
2
of
I'll post next week.
what they're going
And it'll
after.
have the mine site or the mill site, going around looking at that, and going down the other incline shaft that's kind of close to this same mine. Very short, but the mill site's pretty neat.